This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, everyone. Last class, we were using that match function and index, and along with that, we look up how to use the match functions bidden, and we were using the conditional formatting option. Conditional formatting means to highlight the important value, we are going to use the conditional formatting. How to create the drop down button, all these things we done in the last class only. Here, I want to share the screen. In that conditional formatting, we have once if we use this option, click on that. Once I will show you that conditional formatting. If I want to use the last class we done how to use the conditional formatting, how to use the icon sets, color scale, data bars, all these things we used. If I want to see that only the profit product, if I want to highlight using only one single icon, how to use that, all these options we completed in the last class. But here, once if we use the conditional formatting, we can use new rule, clear rules, manage rules, all these options is there. What all these are, how to use these options? Am I audible, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am, okay. So in that, some of advanced conditional formatting also we have. What is that advanced conditional formatting means? Here, see now we were used here cell reference means so normal that always in the most of the times we are going to use in MS Excel means in advanced Excel we are going to use the normal means relative method only. Relative method only we are going to use. Some of situations when we are going to link to the different another table, that time we are going to use the absolute method option means cell reference we are going to use. In the same table, if you want to apply, no need to use cell reference option. But if you want to, by using the another table, when we are going to get the answer, that time we are going to use the cell reference. Here we have already we completed absolute method means how to lock the cell, how to fix the cell, we done. How to use the mixed reference options, how to use. These options we can do in the conditional formatting also. How to use the mixed reference means, for example, I have one of the data here. In that, see, this is my data. Now, I'm going to delete all the details. I want to highlight, see, this is my assume that this is my product details. So that products or customers or salesperson details, they sold some of product. In this list, that names as repeated. So how many times they exported the product if you want to see that. Okay, I don't need this data. I'm going to take this one only. Same data. I'm going to take copy. I'm going to copy the data here. So what is the Intel processor rate? 8500. Quantity, if you want, we can select. This is my data. For example, here, this my informations I have. But now I want to find out in this particular option, only the motherboard details I want to highlight here. Paste in that. See now, motherboard. How many times we exported the motherboard? I want to highlight here. We can use the conditional formatting also. Once if you type the motherboard, only the motherboard wherever we have that options, the particular cell it's going to highlight. But once if you using the conditional formatting, if you apply the motherboard, see, select entire column, go to home tab. In that conditional formatting, text that contains, once if you select the motherboard, see, options is going to highlight. We can filter also. But one more product, if you want to highlight, again I have to apply the formula. Or else again I have to go to the conditional formatting, select this one, text that contains, mouse details if you want. Again like this I have to type. Instead of that, once if you apply the formula, only the motherboard details is going to highlight, or else other product details also if you want to see, we can change here also. How to use that options? First, select the data, go to the home tab, conditional formatting. Here we have to apply the new rule options. Click on that new rule. Once if you apply the new rule options, here see, last one, all these are to give the format, that option is there to highlight duplicate, or else format the below average, above average. So then cells contains, all these things to give the format options we can. But if you want to apply last options, we have to select, click on that, use a formula to determine which cells to format. Once if you select this tag, it's going to activate. So here equals, we have to apply equals. 1 second here, I should select the product, go to conditional formatting, new rule option, select the last one, equals, select the any product you can select the motherboard. Now see, it's showing to us absolute method. It's showing to us absolute method. It should be relative only. For that, we have to press F4. See now, click on that. See now, we can select this the relative method. Now we have to fix the cell. Means I want to highlight only the motherboard only. That's why equals, yes ma'am. Any doubt is there? Okay, equals, select the motherboard options we have to select. It should be absolute method only, because I want to display only the motherboard information I have to display. That's why it should be absolute method only. All the motherboard information. So then selected all the motherboard only I want to highlight. So that's why select this here, then go to format. For which color you want to highlight, click on that format option. This dialog box is going to open. Click on that fill option, select any one of the color, then click on OK. Then click OK. See now only the motherboard is going to highlighting to us. If you want to display the mouse also, copy that, paste here, mouse, only the mouse is going to highlighting to us. Or else if you want to highlight Intel processor, copy that, Here we can paste that options automatically. Intel processor is going to highlighting to us. Like this we can use the options. But this is only for fix the cell. Then how to use mixed reference means if I want to highlight the, for example, here I have the details. I am going to remove all the whatever we applied, clear rule, nothing is there. So only normal data is there. So we exported the Intel processor information we have, or else printer. Okay, here, copy that. See now, here only it's going to highlighting to us only the, where is the data? Here it's there. Only the names is going to highlight. Suppose I don't want only the particular cell to highlight the particular cell. Now about that Intel processor, entire information, all the entire row I want to highlight. Wherever we have the Intel processor, I need entire row I want to highlight like that. For that we are going to use the mixed reference we are going to use. That means once if you highlight the entire row, first we have to lock the column and free the rows option. Then only entire row it's going to display to us. How to use this one? If I want to display entire row information, we are going to use, see now, I want to display here Puja 2-3 times repeated. Puja name is repeated 2-3 times. But I don't want to highlight only the name only. Entire row I want to highlight like that. Like this I want to highlight, entire row I want to highlight, with color I want to highlight that options. How to use for that? We can apply the option. That means first we have to lock the column, then automatically entire row automatically is going to display to us. See entire row, if I want to highlight, we are going to use a mixed reference we are going to use. Here, this is we called as a mixed reference. Mixed reference. I want to highlight entire row. I don't want to highlight particular cell. If you want to highlight entire row, we are going to use the mixed reference. How to use this option? For example, first select the entire table. That means, or else place the cursor, Control A. We can select entire table we selected. Now go to the conditional formatting. New rule option, click on that. The last one, use a formula to determine which cells to format, click on that. Here we have to use equal, select the first cell of the table. Okay, so now here press F4, it should be column lock. This is the column lock. Because if I want to see that entire row option, we have to lock the column. Okay, so if we want to see that entire column information, we have to lock the row. Okay, so here, this is we called as a first dollar symbol if you got. So this is the row lock. Here I will show you that. In that I think, see now here, if I have first dollar symbol, this is the column lock. If you between of the dollar symbol, if you got this, the row lock options is there. If you want to see that entire row wise information, if you want to see, we are going to lock the column only. Okay, I am going to delete first. Equals. Select the first cell of the table. It should be column lock. Press F4. This is the column lock. Now, column lock equals. Select the name. Click on that name. This name should be absolute method. This name should be absolute method to us. Now, go to format. select any cell of the data, select, click on that options. So then click on OK. Now click on OK. See, automatically entire row it's going to highlight. Why Rakshit? Once again. I am going to clear this one. Clear rule. First select the table, or else we have to copy that, paste the name. Conditional formatting, new rule. Select this one here, equals. Select the first cell, column lock, equals. Select the particular name, then go to format. Select the particular cells, anything, then colors, anything, then click on OK, click OK. See, entire, wherever we have the puja, entire row it's going to highlighting to us. If you change the name, anything, automatically, for example, I want to change the name about that, or else here only I will show you that. Where is my data? New data we selected. No, here. Here also I am going to display. I want to highlight. I don't want to highlight particular cell. Entire row I want to highlight. For that, first I am going to clear the rule here. Go to conditional formatting, clear rule option. Select entire data. Then go to conditional formatting, new rule. Use a formula to determine. Click on that, equals. Equals. Okay, we have to select entire table. Conditional formatting, new rule option. Use a formula to determine, equals. Select the first cell of the table. It should be fixed method, means column lock. Click on that. This is the column lock. Equals. Equals. Select which name you want to display. Click on that. Select the colors, options, anything. Then click on OK. Okay. See, entire Intel processor row it's going to highlight. If you want to change, we can change. Motherboard details, if you want to display, copy and paste here. See, only the motherboard details is going to highlight to us. Or mouse details, if you want to display, copy and paste here, it's going to highlight. See, here I'm going to select a pen drive, copy. Here I'm going to paste the values. Now, click on that. I'm going to create the drop down button. Go to data tab, data validation. In allow option, select the list. In the list, this is my source data. Click on that, okay. See, now we got that. Click on that here, motherboard. See, it's going to highlight. Click on that Intel processor. So, printer data, or else mouse. Here also it's going to highlight. See now, joystick is going to highlight. Pen drive. See, like this, we can highlight the options. So we can use that option. This is so called as a mixed reference. Entire row information, if you want to display, we can highlight the options also. So this is we called as a mixed reference option. Once if you apply the mixed reference options, if you want to clear, go to the home tab, conditional formatting. If you want clear rule, we can. Or else if you want to edit the rule, go to manage column. See manage rule, create, edit, delete and view all conditional formatting rules in the workbook by using the conditional formatting rule manager. Click on that here. Option is there here. If you want, we can take a new rule. If you want to edit, click on that edit. Automatically that options it will come. We can edit. If you want to delete also, we can delete that options. What are the rules we applied? All the entire rules, it's going to display to us. Okay, if you want, we can change, we can delete all these options we have in the name manager, means manage rules options we have. Understood? Or else I have in the, for example, this one I am going to delete. I'm going to share the data here. See, if I want to highlight the entire column, if I want to highlight, how to use? For example, I'm going to clear all the rules option, clear rule, normal data is there. Copy that printer, paste here. See now here, so many times printer is repeated. They are my customer, so that they exported some of product in the particular year. I want to highlight only the printer columns only. I want to highlight. How to highlight here? So using the cell reference only we can. Okay. So if I want to highlight the entire column, so entire column, we are going to use the, how to use these options? Let me see that. First select the entire table. Go to conditional formatting, new rule option, select the user formula to determine. Here equals, select the first cell of the table. It should be, click on that row lock option. This is the row lock. Equals, select a particular cell. So I want to highlight using this colors only. Then click on OK. Then click OK. See, only the printer column it's going to highlighting, not printer. So pen drive it's highlighted. One second. I think here, control set. First same data it should be paste here. Let me see that. Select entire table. Conditional formatting. New rule option. Use a formula to determine which cells to format. Select the first cell of the table. It should be row lock equals. So I want to highlight that printer options. It should be absolute only, because only the printer column I want to highlight. So we selected this one, then click on that format. Which color you want, we can select, then click on OK. Okay, see, only the printer column it's going to highlight to us. If you change the names, all these things, it's going to change. See now, select, copy, paste here. So I want to convert the data horizontal wise. So, select the data, Control C, click on that Control C, click on that transpose. We didn't select that. Copy that, paste the data wherever you want, click on that, go to that transpose option. It's going to convert like that. So we can use, if I don't want clear format option, format is going to clear. This my data horizontal wise is that. Place the cursor here, go to data tab. I am going to use the drop down button here. I don't want every time I can't copy paste. That time we can select the list in the source, select the data, then click on OK. See, we got that drop down button. Once if we click on that mouse, it's going to highlight pen drive or else Intel processor, printer. See, like this is going to highlight that option. Particular column wise, if you want to highlight, we are going to use the mixed reference options only. If you want to highlight entire column information, we have to lock the row. Once if we lock the row, the column is going to highlight. If you want to highlight entire row, so we have to lock the, if I want to highlight entire column, we have to lock the row. If I want to see entire row information, we have to lock the column. So that time in that situation, we are going to use the mixed reference options we are going to use. Understood? If I have the huge data in 6-month quarter wise, if I have the data, particular product details, if you want to highlight, we can use row wise also. If you want, we can use particular text wise if you want to, or product wise if you want to highlight. We are going to use the cell reference options. We are going to use all these options. We are going to use the conditional formatting only. Got it? Any doubts? Okay. Okay, ma, okay. So next options we have to, next option is pivot table. So actually what is that pivot table means? If I want to highlight the, means if it is very complicated data also, when we are going to import the complicated data, we can summarize the data, we can filter the data, we can analyze the data using the pivot table options we are going to use. How to use these options? For example, now see, where is my data? Conditional formatting we completed. Next, pivot table. Why we need to use the pivot table options means, for example, when we are going to import the complicated data, to highlight the data, if I want to filter the data, or else if you want to summarize the data, we are going to use the conditional formatting. So in that we have some of options, means I want to know that in the pivot table, if I want to see, for example, first I will show you my data here. I have one data in that. Here I have some of particular, for example, my company is exporting and importing work they are going to do. This some of, he is going to purchasing, my company is going to purchasing from my suppliers that some of product and exporting the product to out of country also. So what are the product they are going to exporting means, this is my order ID. So this means order ID, product is carrot, category is vegetable category, 4,270 work rupees goods exported in Jan 6 to US. Again, order ID to broccoli. So product name is broccoli, vegetable category. 8,239 worth rupees goods exported to next day, Jan 7th to UK. Like this, I have the information 5 months details I have in the particular table. This is okay. But now I want to know that, so particular, I want to highlight particular product wise. So total sales amount. What is my total sales amount? I want to find out. What is my total sales amount? I want to find out. Again, particular product wise, what is my sales? What is my sales? Country wise, what is my sales? Particular country wise, what is my sales? What is my sales? I want to find out. For else, uh, day wise, I want to find out the details, informations. I want to collect the informations in the day wise. Means in this particular month, what is my sales? Jan month, how much sales we done? Feb month, what is my sales? So which month we got that highest profit? Which month we got lowest profit? We can compare one month to another. We can compare. So we can see month wise also. Month wise also we can get the informations also. And category wise, I want to see that. Category wise, what is my sales? Category wise, what is my sales amount? I want to find out. Okay, so then this is particular country means a whole country, means a particular country means I exported to Australia, only the Australia. So how much amount we have to receive, which date we exported the product, all the details we can see that options. If you want to get all the information, we are going to use that we are going to use the pivot table options. We are going to use what is my total sales amount, 5-month details we have. Total sales, if I want to find out, we are going to use particular product wise. What is my sales means? We exported only the apple, broccoli, then banana, all these things. I want to see that only the banana, how much amount we have to receive. So how many times we exported means count wise we can see that. Number of times. How many times we exported the product in the particular area, particular country. We can see that options also. Country wise, what is my sales? Only for UK, how many worth rupees goods we exported. So then in this Jan month, what is my sales options I want to see. Only the from fruits, what is my total amount. So then vegetable wise, we can see that all these information, if you want to get, we are going to use the pivot table options we are going to use. Understood? Okay. So here, if I want to check that information, means here, go to that, my data. My data. Here 5-month informations we have. 5-month, May 27. Till that we have the information. See, this is my product categories. Some of vegetable also is there, fruits also is there. This the worth rupees goods we exported in the particular date. So for these countries we exported. If I want to see all these options, we are going to use the pivot table options we are going to. For example, total amount we got. So in that 40% of my expenses we spend, 40% of my expenses I spend. Expenses. How to calculate this one? Amount wise I want to calculate. After this, what is my profit? I want to find out. After my expenses, what is my profit? I want to find out. If I pay that amount, tax 30% or discount we are going to give, PBT, profit before tax, after tax. So PAT, I want to find out. Profit after tax. So what is my PAT? We can find out that options also we can. All these options we are going to use in the pivot table options only. One of the important topic, the pivot table. How to use these options? Let me see that. So I am going to copy the data first. I want to open new table. Control N is the shortcut key. I pasted sum of amount. Sorry, the data. But now see, every time I can't increase the column width, all these things. Directly go to Home tab, Format, column width. Directly we can apply here. Column width I want to apply 15. See, automatically column width is going to use. Or else, Home tab, click on that format, auto fit column width. Automatically is going to fit the data based on that my data. Like these options it will come. Control A, select. If you want to apply the border, select all border. So this is my data I have in that. Select particular. This is my table. Using this table, whatever my question, all these options I want to find out. How to find out all these options? For example, go to the this one I'm going to close. Go to Insert tab, See now here pivot table option is there. So if it is very complicated data also, easily, see now it's showing to us, easily arrange and summarize complicated data in pivot table options we can. So how to easily we can arrange, we can filter the data. If I want to send the report, how my report will be, all the data we can create pivot table, pivot chart also we can create, all these options it will come. How to use these options? For example, in that, first step, place the cursor in the pivot table. That's it. It's enough. Go to Insert tab, Pivot table. See, this dialog box it will come. So already we selected the table range. Once if you select the pivot table, automatically entire table it's going to highlight to us. See now, entire table it's going to highlight to us. If you want to create the pivot table in the new worksheet, we can click on that OK. Suppose if I don't want to highlight the, if I don't want to create in the new sheet, same sheet if you want to create, click on that existing sheet, existing worksheet. Once if you click on that existing worksheet, this location, this tag it's going to activate. Click on that in the radio button. Now see, here we have to select. Select where you want, from where you want to create. Must and should we have to select the particular cell, because in this particular cell only, from that particular cell only pivot table is going to create. Select, so then click on OK. Now see, we got that options up. Some of options we got. So what is this options means? Pivot table field. What is that pivot table field means? Pivot table field is nothing but table headings, table headings called as a pivot table field. Table headings called as a pivot table field. Same options we got. Pivot table field. See here, order ID, product, category, amount, date, country, everything is there. Same options, order ID, product, category, amount, date, country. Okay. Table headings called as a pivot table field. In that default area, default areas are 4. In the pivot table, 4 default areas we have in that. 4 default areas we have in the pivot table option. In that, see, default area, this is we called as a default area. One is row area, another one is value area, row area, column area, and values and filter option. Like this 4 areas, default areas we have. Suppose if I place the cursor in the outside, the pivot table field options, it will not come. It's not going to display. Once click the cursor on the pivot table, automatically this data it will come to us. Okay, now based on that my requirement, we have to check in that. What is my requirement? I want to check first what is my total sales amount. If I want to see that, go to the pivot table, drag the product into the row area. Drag the product into the drag and drop here. See now, row wise the product we got. So amount should be in the values only, values area only. Drag the amount into the values. Now see, this is the total. See, total amount means what is that? 4,83,919 worth rupees goods we exported. This is my total amount we got. Now it's showing we exported the apple 87,444 worth rupees goods we exported, banana 1,57,000 something, beans 32,590 worth rupees goods we exported. Total sales amount is 4,83,919 worth rupees goods we exported. That much amount we have to receive. Okay, now I want to know that here it's showing apple 87,444 rupees. But I want to know that for which country, which days we exported. Okay, I want to see that. For that, just double click on that amount only. Double click. Once if you double click, see separately one new page is going to open. Only the Apple information is going to display. See now, this is the information. So we got. If I add this one, Alt equal is the shortcut key to get the total. See now, 87,444 worth rupees goods. These are the order ID, product only the Apple. This is the category. This is the amount. Once if you calculate that amount, 87,444. See now, 87,444. Once if you click on that amount, automatically it's going to open in the new page. Only the particular details is going to display to us. I want to create only the particular product chart. We can create the chart also. Using these options, we can create in the chart options. We can create here chart options also is there. We can create the chart information. All these options it will come. If you want, we can select the pie chart or pie chart options. All these options we can create. Particular product wise, if you want to see the details, we can see the details information. So all these things we can. Like these options it will come. Or else banana we exported 1,57,000 something. Double click on that amount. It's going to open in the new sheet. See now which days for which country we exported. All the details going to display. Alt equal, see 1,57,029, 1,57,020. Like this particular product wise also we can see that amount. If I don't want, delete these options, no problem. Right click on that, delete. Here also right click, delete options, it will come, delete. That is the options it will come. Okay, so in that, this is the options. Yes, ma'am? Any doubt is there?
I'm
not hearing, ma'am. Hello? Adira?
காதுல மாட்டிக்க சளி பிடிக்காம இருக்கு.
அப்புறம் காதுல மாட்டிக்குவீங்கம்மா. மியூட் பண்ணுங்க. அதிரா? Next options in that, see. We can select like this. So what is my particular product wise also we can see like that options we can, or manually we can create for particular product wise we can create the chart also. Now it's showing here next options. I want to see country wise what is my sales. If I want to see that, go to the pivot table. In this actually pivot table called as a flexible also. Why flexible means however we are going to drag the data, like the way table also is going to create. Okay, now I want to see country wise, I want to see the product. If I want to see, drag the country into the below the product option. Once we drag, see now Apple we exported these country details, it will come. If you want to display first country above the product, drag the country above the product. Click on that. Now see, the Australia we exported, all these are the product. In the Canada we exported. Total amount from Australia 57,925 worth rupees goods we exported. All these are the details we have. If you want to see that, double click on this amount. Double click, only the Australia details it will come. Now see, we got that Australia details. Suppose I want to see that, I'm going to delete. Only the Australia. See now, in the Australia, we exported the Apple 18,874 worth rupees goods. So double click on that. To only particular Australia, we exported only the Apple, only the Australia details we got. Like this, we can select that information also. This my ID number, category is fruit. Click on that alt equal, total amount 18,874. In this particular date, we exported only to Australia. So the same options it's going to display to here also. Okay, all these options it will come. If you want to see that, we can select that options also. Country wise, we can see the particular product details we can see. Or else we can drag the country into the column also. Drag and drop into the column. See now, the table it has changed. This is we called as a two-dimensional data. Means row wise also we can get the answer. Column wise also we can get the answer options. Apple, we didn't export to Germany. That's why it's showing blank. UK, we didn't export. So then beans, we didn't export to Canada. And France, say New Zealand. Like this option is going to display to us. Okay, so like the way we can use that option. If I don't want, see if you want to remove that option, click on the drop down button, remove field. Select, we can remove the field. It's going to remove the data. Okay, like this country wise, we can select the particular details. Now, after that, country wise, okay, category wise, I want to see the details. Means category wise, drag the category into the filter option. Once drag the category, now see the details category, click on that filter button, select the fruit. Okay, see only the fruit information is going to display. Apple, banana, mango, orange, all these are the fruits. Only the fruit information it will come. From only the fruits, we got 3,29,000 something amount we exported. If you want to see that, vegetable, select the vegetable. Okay. So then beans, broccoli, carrot. 1,54,892 worth rupees goods we exported. Like this, we can category wise also, we can see the details, we can get the information, all these things. From the beans, we got 32,000 something. Double click on that. Separately, that page, one more page is going to open. So which date we exported, what are the countries we exported, total amount, what is that, which category, which product, what is my order ID, entire information we are going to get. Okay, like this we can select the information also. I am going to delete. Here also, I am going to delete. If I don't want this one, click on that all. Okay. See now all the data we got. Remove that category. Click on that, remove field. So only the total amount we got. But I want to know that from which product I got highest amount, which product I got lowest amount. We can sort the data also. Sort means what is that? So ascending, descending order we can select, right? So click on that. Place the cursor here, right click. See now sort option is there. Largest to smallest. See now first position, first place we have the banana. Second place apple, third place carrot. Like this in the last place beans options we have only 32,590 worth rupees goods we exported in the banana only. Like this options it will come. Okay, so if you want we can filter like this also, or else country wise also we can filter. So particular only the Australia, what are the product we exported. If I want to filter, drag the country into the filter option. Country we got in the filter. Click on this particular option, select the Canada. Okay, see only the Canada we exported 48,000 something. Click on that here. UK, say amount automatically is going to change. Like this also, based on that my requirement, we can filter the data also. However you want, we can drag and drop. Like this options it will come. Okay, so click on that, select all. Okay option. See we got that option. See now it's showing only from banana we got 1,57,000 worth rupees amount we exported. That is okay. How many times banana means number of product. count wise if you want to see that. So I'm going to remove the country here, remove field. Now drag the product below the amount option, because in the values options always text is not going to take. In the values columns always is going to take product only. Sorry, amount only, values only it's going to take. If I drag the product also, number of times we exported, the details is going to count wise is going to display. Now see, drag the product below the in the value column. Count of product. See now, like this options it will come. Banana we exported 34 times we exported. Apple 18 times, carrot 12 times, broccoli 12, orange 10. Like this options is going to display. Count wise it's going to display to us. Got it? Any doubt is there? Any doubt? Okay, Tanushree. If I don't want to display, then click on that here. So remove field or else drag here, it's going to delete automatically, it's going to delete. Like this options, it will come to us. Okay, now place the cursor date wise or else month wise if you want to display, drag the date below the product. Now see, month wise it's going to display the product option. The plus symbol is showing. Now if I click on that, in the Jan month, which days we exported the product is going to display. Okay, Feb month, like this option is going to display. If I want to filter this one, drag the date into the filter option. So now here it's click on that Jan month information. Only the particular day wise we can, if you want, we can select the particular day wise. Okay. So November it's not there. Select the Jan. See only the see the 7th of Jan. What are the product we exported? So what is worth rupees goods we exported? All the details is going to display. If you want country also, we can drag and drop here. I'm going to drag the country above the product. See now for UK, in the 7th of Jan, we exported broccoli worth rupees goods, this one. Like this, we can see that. If you want to change next date, 12th of Jan, 12th Jan, we don't have. We don't have 12th Jan. Suppose 16th of Jan, select that. Okay. See now 16th of Jan, what are the product we exported? The details is going to display. Like this also we can select. If I don't want, in that all, okay. After that, remove that. Can remove. Here also monthly if you don't want, we can remove. All this product, it will come to us. Now, if I want to display the data, means I want to create for this particular table. This is my report. For example, I am saying this is my report. For this report, if I want to communicate using that reports with our clients, customers, director, or else any auditor, accounting, that time, how my report should be? Place the cursor on the table, go to, once if you click on, see my cursor is out of the table. Here nothing is showing. Once place the cursor, it's showing pivot table analyze option and design tab options, it will come. Design tab is nothing but for this table, if you want to apply the colors, all these things we can apply. Like this options, it will come. So many colors option is there. We can apply the details options, like these options we can use. Here, if I want to display the do not show subtotal. If I don't want to display in my reports subtotal, remove that. See, subtotal is not going to display. Okay, So then click on that. Show all subtotals at bottom of group. So click on that bottom of the group. All subtotals is going to display. Again, click on that. Show all subtotals at top of the group. In the top of the group, it's going to display. However you want, we can select grand total. So grand total, if I don't want to display of rows and columns, it's going to remove grand total. If you want to display, select the grand total option. This one, actually this table called as a compact view, compact form we called. If I want to display show outline form, like these options it will come. Click on that tabular form. Table wise the data is going to display to us. Click on that. Repeat all item in the label if you want to repeat. Do not repeat. Select this, we can use that options. All these, whenever we are going to sending the data, that means how my report should be, we have to select that option we have in the layout option, and style options also we have. It's the only for colors options we can select. See, banded columns, column headers if you want, row headers if you want, we can select that options also. That is, all these options comes under design tab only. If I don't want these options, we can remove country. I'm going to remove the country. Normal data we got. Select all, click on OK. Okay, all the data we have here. Like this we can select. Using this table, I want to create the pivot chart. How to create the pivot chart? Click on that, pivot table analyze. See now, pivot chart options we have. Click on that, pivot chart. Based on that my requirement, we can select the chart details, all these things we can. How my business is going up, graph wise the details is going to display. We can select, then click on OK. See now, this is the pivot chart. Once if we select the pivot chart, here sales by product. If I don't want this one, select, delete that options. This one also hide. This one also hide options. Total, if you don't want, delete the. I don't want this the grid lens, all these things. This is we called as a cell elements. We can add or remove, and we can change the chart elements like a chart title, grid lens, data labels, all these things we can using this option. Whenever we are going to create the chart, this plus symbol must and should it will come. Click on that plus symbol option. See options it will come. Data label. If I want to display the values, we can select the data label. If I don't want, untick this option. It's not going to display. Click on that data label, values it will come. Along with that date chart, with the table wise, if you want to display, click on that data table. Table wise, the data is going to display to us. If I don't want, untick this option. It's going to remove. Grid lines, this lines, if you don't want, untick this option. It's going to remove. Okay, so legend, this total, this is we called as a legend. If I don't want, we can remove that. If I want to highlight different lines, line color, see now click on, right click on that lines, right click on that, outline color it will come. Which color you want, we can select that options. Like these options, it will come to us. Based on that my data, these options also it's going to change. Once if you filter that option, for example, I am going to drag the country in the filter option. Only the Australia details I want to know that. Once if you click on that filter option, click on that, okay. See, based on that Australia, we got that and chart automatically is going to change. See, UK, okay. UK details, it will come. One more table I am going to create. See, once again, I will show you that. Create, select the data. So this one I am going to filter. Now I don't want, drag and drop here. Select the table. Go to the pivot table, analyze, pivot chart. So if you want to display the line chart, bar chart, all these things we can select. In this bar chart also, different types of chart we have. We can select the options also we can select. However you want, we can select map chart, scatter chart, area chart. See, like these options it will come. Based on that value we can select. So I'm going to select the bar chart. Click on that. Click on OK. See, now we got that bar chart option. First, I'm going to hide. This one I'm going to delete. This, oh, delete. This value I don't want delete. Select this option. So we got same or sales by or product by sales. If you want, we can select the country also. We can select. So now, if I want to change the colors, all these things, double click. Only the particular bar it's going to highlight. See now here, fill color. Fill color, change this one. We can change. More colors options I'm going to select. Click on that. More colors or else double click. So here more color option. And here green. Okay, like these options it will come. I want to display the values also along with that. So click on that plus symbol, select the data label. Along with that amount also is going to display. We can select that option. Trend line, if you want to display how my business is going, and graph wise if you want to display, we can select the trend lines also we can select. Like these options it will come. We can select the details also. If I don't want, untick these options is going to display. Select. So once if we change the, see, two charts we created here. I don't want this. See now. If I want to filter the, I am going to use the filter in the pivot table. Drag the country into the filter. See now, once if you drag, click on that. I want to see only Canada information. Click on that Canada, okay. Automatically Canada information is going to display in the chart. Click on that. UK, select the UK. See, only the UK information is going to display. This is the UK information. Again, click on that. US. Now see, chart is going to change. UK information, it will come. Once if you calculate this value, this amount, it will come to us. We can select them. Click on that. I want to display France. Like this, we can filter. Based on that, my data chart also is going to change. Like this, we can use. If I don't want, select all. Click on OK. All the data, it will come to us. Remove that country. We can remove that options also. We can use. This is okay for me. In that main point, we are going to use in the slicer. Slicer means slicer we are going to use to highlight the, see now, once I will show you that. See slicer, insert slicer. To filter the data, we are going to use a slicer. Only to filter the date. Date wise I want to filter. We are going to use the timeline options we are going to use. See now, filter the date, filter the data. Slicer we are going to use. Timeline, filter the date only. Date wise, if you want to filter, we are going to use a timeline. These both are we called as a slicer, means like a filter. How to use these options? Go to pivot table, analyze, click on that slicer. Once if you click on that slicer, see for which product you want to filter, that entire table headings options pivot table field it will come. I want to filter the data product wise, I want to filter category wise, I want to filter country wise also I want to filter. Okay, now see 3 filter data we got. These are the options we have. Select this one, drag and drop here. Again select the this one also I'm going to drag and drop. So now we selected like that. Okay, now why we are going to use the filter means if I want to highlight only the, now see I want to highlight only the apple, I want to filter only the apple information. If you want to display, click on that apple. Once if I click on that particular product table filter, the table also is going to filter, in this particular chart also is going to filter, in the slicer also is going to filter. See now once if we click on that apple, see only the apple informations we got. Here also we filtered, here also see 87,444 worth rupees goods we exported, here also it's filtered, here also in the table also. See now apple we didn't export to Germany and UK. Okay, so then this is the fruit category. Now see vegetable option is disabled there. Okay, once if you select the filter option, we have to clear the filter. Click on that filter, normal options it will come to us. I want to see banana information. Click on that. See now only the banana information is going to display. Click on that, clear filter. See now I want to see only the Australia information. Click on that Australia. See now this is the Australia information. All the Australia whatever we have, this the Australia information is there. Only for Australia, in Australia only the apple, how much worth rupees goods we exported. Click on that apple. Now see to Australia only the apple information it's going to display to us. This is the option. I want to see only for Australia apple and banana how much worth rupees goods we exported. By holding control key, click on that. 2 details we got. See now this the banana, this the apple information. Apple 18,874 worth rupees goods we exported. Banana 17,600. Like this option is going to display. Okay, like this we can filter particular details. If you want to see, we can select. If you want to clear, click on that clear option. Click on that clear options, it will come. Date wise, if you want to see that, see now, first click on that table. Drag the date below the product. Now it's going to display date wise, the automatically data is going to display. Chart is going to change. Go to the pivot table, analyze, click on the timeline. See now, select the, okay. This is the timeline. I want to see that only the Jan month. What is my sales? Click on that Jan month. See, only the Jan information is going to display in my table. Here also it has filtered. What see? Only the Jan month information. This also Jan month. In the table also. Here it's going to display. I want to see that only the Jan month, only the beans, how much we exported. Click on that beans. Say beans, 2,626 worth rupees goods we exported. Here also, here also, here also it's showing. So that's a vegetable category. That's why fruit has disabled. We didn't export the beans to Canada, France, New Zealand. That's why all these are options disabled here. Okay, but and I want to see in the Jan month only the beans product, only for Germany, how much worth rupees we exported. Click on that German. See now, we didn't export to UK, Australia, we didn't export to Australia also. Only to Germany only we exported. Suppose I am going to select the broccoli. Broccoli only to Australia, 9,062 worth rupees goods we exported. See, depth filter options we can use. If you want to see that Feb month, click on that Feb. Feb month we didn't export the broccoli. Okay, Jan, suppose Feb month we didn't, only the Jan month, 9,062 worth rupees goods we exported broccoli. Feb month we didn't, March month also. Okay, only the particular Jan we exported. If I want to clear, click on that clear filter, click on that clear option. Entire data is going to clear. Feb month information, if you want to see that, click on that. Only the Feb month information, it will come. Only the Feb month, what is my broccoli information? See, 1,577 worth rupees 50, 1,557 worth rupees goods we exported. For which country? Only the which are exported to Germany. See the details it's going to display. If I want to see and broccoli and mango also or banana, by holding control key select the two product also. See now it's showing 1,005. Select a Feb month or Jan month, the details going to display to us. If you want to clear, click on that clear option. Here also clear. See, entire data is going to clear. Okay, like that, pivot table is going to work with major part in the companies, in the corporate, they are going to use like this also. If you want to remove, clear the filter once. If you apply the filter, click on that clear. Automatically, entire data is going to clear only. Okay, so like this we can filter entire product wise, we can filter the options. For that we are going to use slicer and timeline we are going to use. Slicer to filter the data we are going to use the slicer. Timeline to filter the date wise we are going to use the timeline options we are going to use. All these options it will come. If I don't want to display, delete that date, delete in the table. Remove that options also. Remove field. So normal data is going to display to us. Like this up. Okay, sorry. We didn't remove. See now normal data we got. Only the fruits category if you want we can, or else group wise if you want to select we can create a group wise also we can create. Now mango I want to drag and drop above the apple. We can select orange also. If you want to move that about, see, select all these are the fruits option. Select the fruits category. Right click on that. See here group also is there. Click on that. All these are one group. Again select all these options. Right click. Click on that. This is the group 2. This is the one group. This one group. One batch. This one batch. Click on that. So if you want fruits, we can select fruits details. Click on that. Vegetable. Like this we can filter. Fruits total. We can select. So this the options it will come. Like this also we can create this is one batch, like this we can create, or else we can filter particular ascending descending. So then label wise means equal, begins with for which character. If you want to start only the A, so first character is A, in that only the A character what are the product started, that options we can value wise equal, greater than, less than, all these options we have. We can filter the information also, we can filter in the pivot table option. Got it? Any doubts?
No.
Okay, okay. So this is the product we have. We can select these options also. If I don't want to create, we can remove that groups, all these things we can. So like this, we can use the slicer options. It's going to work in the major part options we can. Here, I'm going to delete that slicer. Select, delete. This one also I'm going to delete. This one also I'm going to delete. Okay, this is my table, or else I want to select this option. Home tab, font color black. If I want to create the pivot table in the new sheet, how to create? Place the cursor, insert tab, pivot table, new worksheet. So already it's selected in the new worksheet only. So then click on OK. In the new worksheet, it's going to create. We can drag the product in the row wise. Amount should be always in the values options we are going to use. This is okay for me. Actually, in the pivot table, if I want to insert the new column, it's a new column we can't insert. See, place the cursor, right click, new column option is not there. We can't insert. If I click on that, see now, once if you go to home tab, insert option, it's asking insert a calculated field option. Actually, what is the calculated field means? When we are going to applying the new column, the column should be with formula. Okay, when we applied the formula, that particular column called as a calculated field. If you apply the formula in the new column, that column is called as a considered as a calculated field. Okay, so in that, if I want, here I showed no, my value is, my expenses is 40%. In the sales amount, how much we got? In the sales amount, 40% of amount we spend to my expenses. Now I want to know that 40% means what is the amount, and after minus this, what is my total profit? What is my profit? If we want to see that, we are going to use we have to insert extra one more column. We have to insert. So how to insert extra one more column? So tomorrow's session I will show you that. In that, if you have any doubts, confusions, anything, ask me. I will show it. I will clarify. Any doubts in the pivot table?
No, ma'am.
Or one more? Okay, okay. So we will start tomorrow. Okay. So still I have to add one more column. We have to apply some of formula, all these things. So next session I will teach. Okay. See.